US President has decided no photos will be officially released of Osama bin Laden's dead body. It was a question that reportedly sparked internal debate and followed CIA Director Leon Panetta's declaration that the photos would be released. But as Washington correspondent Lisa Miller reports, some photos of others killed in the raid have emerged. And a warning, while the ABC has partially blurred them, the images are graphic.
These men were part of Osama bin Laden's inner circle, killed in the raid that also claimed their leader. The first photograph was taken within an hour of the assault after the Americans had left. A Pakistani security official sold it to a news agency. Barack Obama doesn't want the US to add to the graphic material already in existence, ruling out releasing any image of the September 11 mastermind.
Why haven't you released them?
You know, we discussed this internally. Keep in mind that we are absolutely certain this was him. We've done DNA sampling and testing, and so there is no doubt that we killed Osama bin Laden. It is important for us to make sure that very graphic photos of somebody who was shot in the head are not floating around as an incitement to additional violence, as a propaganda tool. You know, that's not who we are.
He'd already received backing from senior members of Congress.
It's not necessary to do so. I think there's ample proof that this was Osama bin Laden, but I will defer to the judgment of the President of the United States.
I don't need to see them at any special time.
Senator, you had a lot of questions
convinced
about
it was Osama bin Laden. The DNA is conclusive, and that's the case.
It's now been revealed Osama bin Laden had phone numbers and money stitched into his clothes, suggesting he was ready to run. The US is rejecting arguments it should have done more to capture him alive.
Let me make something very clear. The operation in which Osama bin Laden was killed was lawful. He was the head of Al-Qaeda, an organization that had conducted the attacks of September the 11th. He admitted his involvement. As you indicate, he said he would not be taken alive. The operation against bin Laden was justified as an act of national self-defense.
The US is now deep into its analysis of the material the elite military team took from the compound. Reportedly among the stash, 5 computers, 10 mobile phones and 100 memory sticks. Intelligence officials are convinced it's a treasure trove. Terrorism expert Professor Yona Alexander says the priority is uncovering any planned attacks, but cataloguing and processing the material will take time.
Then, of course, it is of great concern to the intelligence community to know as much as possible about the organization itself, about the leadership, the old guard and the new guard, the financing, the recruitment, the propaganda machine, the supply of weapons, the training.
It's the largest potential intelligence coup of the past decade for the US. Professor Alexander rejects any similarities to the massive WikiLeaks dump.
The bottom line is saving lives and protecting lives. If you save one person, it deems as if you saved the whole world. And that's why it is a grave responsibility of the government to be very careful what information they are going to share.
What was found in the compound is an intelligence jigsaw that the US is hoping will have a far-reaching impact. Lisa Miller, Lateline.